I think you'll find that I don't really talk about money too much. I just want to say that I don't like people who do. Because usually when they talk about money, they don't have any. It's ironic, right? And if they do have it, they didn't earn it. Because people that have money, they don't talk about it. And they don't have it on them. They don't give it away. They might give it to charity. It's not safe to give out money sometimes, you know. Because it's like opening a pack of cigarettes, you know. When you open that new pack of cigarettes, you gotta be careful when you do it. Or there'll be an empty pack of cigarettes when you get done. But that's not why I had started this video. This video is more about my anger, my displeasement of how men are so more, you know, it's more of a man thing. Not, you know, women are involved too, but I think the percentage for women is so small, or at least it's perceived that way. And I don't like talking about this subject at all. I don't like even mentioning the word child molester or pedophile, but I don't like to, you know, every time you're around a child, whether it's yours or not, you have to think in those terms. You know, you have to think, is this going to be perceived that I'm a child molester now or a pedophile because I did something like this, you know? It keeps me away from it did keep me away from any kind of jobs that have me working with children, you know, because I've said in the past, in past videos, that you can make an innocent move and you're done. You know, and it's not always even that you even made the move. You didn't make the move at all. The girl or the boy knows they can make an accusation and get you. And there's not much of anything you can do about it. So, I know fathers that live in basement apartments because their daughter made an accusation about them. Because they wanted a new cell phone and he wouldn't give it to them. He didn't do anything to the girl. It was a stepfather and she didn't like him, and it's a good way to get rid of him. So, you know she's going to get granted the order of protection, and the order of protection is going to be a stay-away order, and he can't live in that house anymore. So, but he has to pay the mortgage. He still has to pay the mortgage, but he can't live there no more. So, and then try to go to work. I mean, a lot of jobs you can't have. An order of protection disqualifies you from having a lot of employment. Just having the order of protection, not violating it, and it doesn't even, you know, a lot of times when you get an order of protection, it's a temporary order of protection that you have to prove in court and get a real and permanent order of protection after a court hearing or procedure. And just the allegation, just the temporary order of protection disqualifies you from working. And they hand them out like toilet paper, you know. So they don't care. They just hand them out like crazy. You know, girl asks for an order of protection, granted. You know, it's ridiculous. The whole point of that is they don't want her killed and say we didn't grant it. You know, so they're just pussies. They're too afraid to administer the law the way it was written. And I get it. But a lot of women cross the line and make false accusations. And I've had them made on me, and I did 30 days in jail because a woman was a psychopath that I thought was my friend and found out differently. She even testified in court against me. And it was all lies. It's all bullshit. But, see, narcissists use the court as a weapon against you. It's just another tool in their toolbox. And the courts are not so eager to comply and eager to accommodate the narcissist with anything they need. And the narcissist victim, off to jail you go, or the psych ward. When the one that belongs in the psych ward is the one going home. So, it's just sick. I don't even want a child. I don't really want children because of the child molesting thing. I don't want to hear I molested my child. I gave him a bath. It's like, sorry kid, you gotta stay dirty because daddy doesn't want to go to jail. And it's just sick to teach your 6-year-old or kids don't talk to strangers, and if a car comes up and talk to you, don't go near it, go run away and call the police, and everybody's out to get you, and they want to kidnap you and molest you. And how do you teach that to a 6-year-old? I don't know how you do it. I don't want to do it, and I don't want to really be a part of it. And I know what happens, but and what goes on in that 6-year-old's mind? How does he process that, or she? She doesn't even know what a vagina or a penis is for that they have on them. They're like, I pee with this thing. I don't do anything else. What do you want it for? It's like, it's just, I know what it is. I know who's responsible. The devil. But, and that's what the devil does, It makes it so hard to fix. Like this, your vaping problem now with teenagers. It's so hard to fix. You take them away and the mob brings them in at a more expensive cost. And those ones, you don't know how they're made. Maybe it's nicotine, maybe it's not. The ones with the pot kill you. One puff and you're dead. So it's not so easy to fix. They tried to fix alcohol in the 20s by making it illegal. They made it worse. They made everything. They didn't just make alcohol worse. They created the mob. They created lawlessness. And they created a great love for alcohol. Everybody loved alcohol after that. When it was legal or illegal, when it became legal again, it was like, like pot is now. It's like everybody's buying it. And they're doing it everywhere. And there's difference between pot and alcohol. Somebody can smoke on a joint 3 blocks away and I can smell it. Alcohol, I can't. It's just no problem. The devil created is easy to get rid of. And that's why we're stuck with them all. The mob itself is not easy to get rid of. They're everywhere. They're tentacles. They're like a cancer with tentacles everywhere. But none of that is a reason to not do anything. We have to do what we can. We have to be vigilant. We have to stop the kids from vaping. We have to stop child molesters. We can't just say, take them, go make some money. Bring them back when you're done with them. It's not going to work.